Hi everybody, and welcome back or welcome to Cities Skylines and this little experiment, which is my first Let's Play. Fitting music, the new country station is playing as we're looking in our little dirt road town. And I'm recording this episode back to back with the other one. And I tried a little bit of things to make this work, but I didn't succeed all that well. The one thing I noticed is what we can do is actually when you make roads with a dirt road. So now it doesn't. That's a little bit strange. Well, I thought that dirt road did more or less terraform the landscape a little bit on its own, but now it doesn't anymore. I don't know really what happened. So we're gonna try. Let's try anyway to take it from there. Yeah, it was this thing. Yeah. So if you take out small spots of the road, so I guess we just have to make that piece of road a dirt road until we can terraform there at what was it, 1500 in population. So it will go quite quickly. I guess it's just another almost just 230 or something. So 330. Yeah, 330. So just make this a little bit straighter with the movie tool, and because it is actually industry we do need. Yeah, that's right, that was the problem, right? But you know what, I think I am going to just let it be, because it's so soon we can make this better, so I just gonna let it be for now, and don't bother with that it isn't zoned properly. And we need to be able to upgrade those roads later on. Wait, I actually haven't planned all that much about the industrial area. I think I do want to terraform that hillside a little bit to be able to use all of the oil, and also to get it a bit more further from the residential area. But what we're gonna do now is we are going to do because this little area of commercials is nothing really, so we do want to have a commercial area here in the middle. We could actually let the simulation run. The one thing that is a problem with the demand, as long as you have demand for people, you should build it. I saw somebody speaking about it, and it's actually the same in reality, that unemployment rate is good for you can't have everybody in work. You need to have a bit of unemployment, and that is what's happening if you just take care of the residential area need. I always want to have that taken care of, and then if you have some need for industry and commercial, that's okay. Also, something to be aware of is that the commercial area and the industrial area, the demand for them are a little bit intertwined, or what you could say, because now we have some problem with the water. We're gonna see. Yes, we have lowered the budget a bit, so we're gonna raise the budget to 100%. I do actually think, yeah, I'm gonna finish what I was saying about that, because both of them is because people needs jobs. So what I've noticed in one of the cities I built was that I just zoned more and more commercial all the time. I had commercial demand, and then you get a very little industrial demand, which leads to that you import a lot of stuff for your commercial areas and don't have any industry. So the demands are showing you what you need, but you need to figure it out a little bit for yourself. Just with the, like for the residential demand with the death waves, and that is also something you need to keep track of. So there you go. Now we have a way for the industry to give this commercial area the products they make. We are actually going to give them a little bit of I think maybe that's enough. Let's do those ones. And I thought it would be nice to have like a something like a ring or something in here. And I'm not really sure how, if we are going to, we're gonna see how we're gonna build it. I thought that maybe if we do like that, then we have place for a, and also I'm gonna, just to measure stuff out, I'm gonna put that one there, and then we can be down there. I think if we start with doing this, the one the furthest down here, then it's gonna be, nah, let's just have at least, because I'm probably gonna want to put a school there later on, so let's save a little bit of space for it and see if we do something like that. Is that going to be good? And then we could have this in the middle of it all. And how does it look if we take 1, 2? Could be nice if we do it like that. So it's 1, 2 and 1, 2. Yeah, let's just do it, not think too much about it. And we do something like that here as well. We take 1, 2 up and 1, 2. I think that will be quite nice. Oh, why don't we have electricity? Do we already need even more? Yeah, it's this with the wind turbines. We maybe should put a couple of them now, if we can get... did I see a green? Yes, that's perfect. It's an 8 megawatts as well. So there you go. Slope to steep, and there we only got 7. So what do we have here? Let's do it. There. We take 2 at a time now, because we actually, yeah, that's right, we did get policies and that. So what we're gonna do, one thing I like to do, is to make the industrial area its own zone. And what we're gonna, the first thing we're gonna do is to give him the policy of smoke detectors, because the industrial area is a bigger fire hazard than the rest of the city. So I usually like to put, it's also actually a good idea to have, we could do that for now before we get, and then remember we want them to not use as much power. It's a good trick to have those policies in certain areas, for example water for the farmers and electricity for the ordinary industry, and that. Because I think it says in the, if you look at the, Well, it doesn't, but I've read it somewhere anyway that in industry, but it's quite obvious that industry demands more electricity than ordinary houses, just like in reality, and also like farmers use a lot of water, of course, and that's so. We're gonna see 220, 440, and it is actually no 220. It was like that. So let's build it 220, 220, and then I'm gonna build it the same way on this side. Is it the same? Think so, maybe. Doesn't really look, but yeah, I think it is. And also here 1, 2, and then out that one. Yeah, I think it is the same. And here we have to go, well, it shows, so it's good. Yeah, so this is gonna be the commercial area, and now we broke some electricity, I guess. One thing I have forgotten is also the need for fire station. Soon we are going to get some fires in here, and yeah, let's build a fire station. We do got the money, right? Firehouse, and we will put that road is going to pass over, so it will be the closest to the, well, it will be more or less in the middle of it all. And they also got the what's it called, the things. So we don't got that much money, but we are soon. Just push on a little bit. There you go. Now we have the tiny town, and we already unlock parks and that, but we aren't gonna start building parks already. I did think a little bit of having a park in the middle of that commercial area there. Maybe that is a good idea anyway. We will see. We will think a bit about it. And also, if you have any suggestions for me of how what I will do and how I will do it, and that's, please tell me. And we will see if we can make it happen. So yeah, we're gonna check out a little bit. We do have now more policies. Schools out is gonna be a policy for all the city. The first one, we don't need no education. Oh, that wasn't at all in like the song is, but yeah, we don't need education for a while. I actually gonna have that in all the city, just because it's an industrial city. And even when you have that policy, a lot of people goes to the universities and that anyway, so let's see, we haven't unlocked cemeteries yet. No, that's also a thing that is. So it could be a thing to have like a park area inside of this, but then again, this road is going to go through it all, and well, we just gonna think about it for a while. And but we do need to zone a little bit more of we can actually, how long, it's just half a year since we began, so let's do this houses as well. Well, actually we can take it all the way down there, and also here, and also this side. And now you see, I wouldn't never recommend to zone stuff when you don't really have the demand for it, but this early on in the game it's quite easy to see or to know what kind of demand you are going to need, and that, so that's why I'm doing that. And because we got, yeah, that's right, we are now going to fix this little hillside, which means I am going to take away a bit of stuff, and where is the terraforming? Here we have it. So we are going to bring this out a little bit, and like I said, the one thing that's sad with this extra landscaping tool is that we are going to brush size, maybe something like that. Yeah, I would actually enjoy more if it was possible to have it with the charges that is and dirt and all of it, what it is. So I need to take dirt from somewhere and that, but it's I guess it's too big of a hassle to get that functionality to how can I put it, to go out and change the mod and go in and start the mod and everything like that. So I just have to accept that that is for free. How does this work now? Does it work? Look, it works. Perfect. And we could... okay, so yeah, it's like that, yeah. We could also now... I think it's maybe better to do it directly, even though we will break a lot of stuff. Yeah, let's do it. Breaking all the industries we built already, but hey, that's the way it is. And zone all of this thing. And there you go. So I think we actually gonna make that one as well. I hope we can. And we can, but we are not gonna have any zones here. So there you go. Perfect, perfect. So I am... one thing with me is that I do not like when stuff is pointing out. I want things straight and nicely, otherwise I get panic. In that way I am a bit of a perfectionist, or what you could say. Actually, we don't need those power lines at all. But did we break it now? We're gonna see what happens when... No, it's perfect. The fire station do let them, but it's broken up here, so that's a problem. I don't think that looks like it is in the thing, but just do it like that for the time being. And now we are going to actually disconnect this one. So what I'm doing is that I'm actually trying to decide where they're gonna go. I don't want them to travel. I want to make it hard for them to go by car. That's why I don't... I want to allow that road, for example. Because I want them to have to walk a lot and that stuff. So we are actually soon going to build this, yes. We are. I don't know, is this paid pedestrian? Paid pedestrian with trees. It's really nice with this new one for the Parklife. We're gonna see how we're gonna do it. Actually, we might do it from the beginning. How much are they? It's quite much upkeep. How are mine? Yeah, it's the same. They are actually quite expensive. But because that we don't have any 40-20, it's all 40-20. Let's take these ones. Let's do it. Oi. The one thing I do like to use... you just wait with that one for a while, by the way. Sorry about that. We are going though to make some commercial areas here. And that's the same with these roads in the middle here. We are not gonna have... I wonder how... I think we're gonna have it like this. It's gonna be a bit too... We're gonna see later on. For now, we just need some commercial areas for them to build in. That electrical line does mess a little bit, but we can take it away later on. So we have a quite big demand for commercial, so we're gonna build that once there. Yes, and also crime. We're gonna nip the crime in the butt before it gets too much. We can't have that one yet. Well, let's go for a little bit. Maybe we're gonna have a police station in... we don't have that much money though. We're not making any money yet, so we need to get the industrial area moving, and also a bit of shops up here, so we can start to make a little bit of money. But it is really, we need the police station, so let's build it. And where do we want the police station? Maybe we do want it so it can get down to the industrial area as well quite easily. Is it... yeah, let's put it there. Don't think too much. I have a tendency to overthink stuff, but somewhat this game is not... it takes forever if you're gonna think about every little move forever, so some things is just to go with the flow and see what happens, you know? So there we do still want a lot of commercial areas, and it's just because they have a lot of industry to build in there. So let's put a little bit more of commercial. And this is also meant to divide up the traffic to different parts of the residential area, so that I can yeah, control it a little bit. And I don't know for sure, but I think I'm gonna shut off this for private cars later on, so all the traffic has to go through the commercial area. That's how we used to build in SimCity actually, when I don't know if it works in this game, but maybe it is the same, that the more traffic a road has, the better the commercial area will get, and so on. So we're gonna see. Let's pause the game for a while and see. I think I'm gonna just go ahead and build the next residential area as well. Can I afford it? I think, yeah. We have quite much money, we're starting to make much money. We're gonna check out everything. Water, electricity, how does electricity, you see? That's why you check sometimes, especially when you use this the wind turbines. So let's put one there, and okay, we're not gonna have the anarchy on. Let's put another one there, and also... So yeah, my wind park isn't really pretty at all, but all of them are going to be deleted as soon as we are able to build a hydroelectrical dam. So I actually think we are gonna do... yeah, we're gonna start to build the next residential area. Like I said, first of all, we have the fire station, we have the police station. We don't have a hospital yet. How is it with health? Oh, 6 citizens. Let's build a hospital as well. We can't afford it. Let's save money so we can afford a hospital. And I think the hospital is gonna be here in the middle, because you don't need so many hospitals. So we are going to make something like that.
No matter what our critics say,
and put the hospital in here as soon as we can afford it. And yeah, I'm not too sure about how I will make. I think this the centerpiece is a quite good place to have a lot of central things, like maybe the university as well, and that, and probably gonna need a police station up there later on also. Water.
My mama had a saying that went,
So we need
the
to
chicken ain't bucking,
make
don't
more
offer
money
it
so
egg.
that we can
Come to think of it,
get the water
I'm not
out
sure what you mean
there.
by that. The
So
chickens
let's
darn near never
just...
stop clucking, and they almost
Oh,
never seem to wanna
perfect.
eat
Couldn't
eggs.
come in a better time
It's more
actually.
of a riddle than
Because now
In fact,
I get
the
a
chickens
small
never
sum
really
of
liked
money
me.
for
So I wouldn't invest too much in her
for
opinions about
upgrading. We're gonna
chickens.
check a little
But
bit what
hey,
we unlock. We
family is
unlock all
family.
of the big
Now enough
roads and
about
that.
me. Let's
Now we
play
get
another song.
cemeteries. They are quite important to build directly, so we don't get problem with that. And the heating, we don't use that. The one DLC that I don't use is the natural disasters actually. Maybe when I build some... well, that's actually something that we can speak about in the comments. If you'd like me to use the natural disasters DLC, tell me about it and we will consider it. This is actually quite fun. It's called Tre Kronor in Swedish. It's the city hall like it says. Maybe that is something we should build somewhere. Maybe that should go in the middle there. But from the beginning we can't afford so much. You know, I've noticed with this game is to you can build a lot of stuff and just put these buildings everywhere and but the problem with it is that you could upgrade it all to level 5 and make the most money from them quite quickly without a lot of buildings. So I think the what's interesting is to see how much you need. I'm always quite careful. So what I do want, I'm gonna legalize it so that the police doesn't have too much problems. Recycling, how does that work? Slightly reduce garbage, slightly reduce tax. I think that's a nice thing to have it in the city as well, I guess. And we don't have any recycling centers, so that's gonna be for later. And yeah, so there you go. I see we have a bit of a problem with noise. Have we unlocked? No, we haven't unlocked these ones yet. That's sad, I guess. And we don't have the city planning. I think those guys just have to deal with it for a while. And we're gonna build the water line here. So we already recorded for a while. I think though that I think I'm gonna have the episodes somewhat around half an hour. I think that's not too long. I actually thought of making them like 20 minutes or something, just so it's not such a big commitment to start one. But you know, you can't do so much in 20 minutes, so I think half an hour is the number to go right now anyway. So there we go. I think I am going to we're gonna take care of this. I hope that when you can build the roads that have trees and that in them, you aren't gonna have the same problem with the thing there. Sick people. But we have built the hospital now, so they should go to the hospital and stop complaining. So I guess I'm gonna build the next neighborhood up here, and we should count how much it is. 1240, 1240, and I realized that didn't really become like I wanted. I wonder what is... Yeah, never mind that for now. How far was it? Was it... we gonna count? 740, yes. And for this, the centerpiece, I have the... 180. 520, 360. Nej! Okay. So let's do it from this side instead. Out to 180 and then 520. and that is gonna fit the thing, the park I made. And let's take this road out. I'm actually not too sure how we should probably build the industrial area somewhat around here, but for now we're probably gonna... I do like to build the city so I don't have to change that much from later on. I like to build it and have it like it is. That's why I've taken all the measurements, and that's so it will look. We have a fire. Is the... oh, we have a lot of... well, that's ambulances, but they did put out the fire also. Actually, what I think I'm going to do as soon as we have daylight is I'm gonna take away a lot of trees here around so they won't burn my city down. I have had that problem a couple of times. So we need a lot of industry, and let's work a little bit on that before we continue with the residential area. Also, what's the time? I do like to start zoning again in 2020 sometimes. So let's keep the simulation running at least in that speed. That was a little bit of a problem. But, you know, actually in somewhat, that's maybe cheating, but hey, that's the kind of cheating I do sometimes. It's... I don't know. Of course I could bulldoze this and build another one and that, but you know, I don't really see the point. So the thing is more about how we can make it work, like I said before. So I hope that this will be quite nice. And also we have recorded for almost too long now. So I guess as the daylight emerges, can put... why don't we have... we broke something. Nah, it's the garbage, yeah. Yes, we are going, before we forget it, and that's the last thing I'm gonna do. We're gonna build a cemetery before the people start dying, because that would be a hassle if they start dying and we don't have a cemetery. So let's put that. Can we have... yes, we can. Well, now we have that one, but we can, yeah. So we are probably going to have two of them later on, but for now we're gonna have one. And with that said, I am going to finish this episode. And like I said in the last one, if you like to see me playing and telling you how I'm thinking and that, and see where this is going, please tell me, like the video and everything. And also thank you very much for watching this. I really do hope you like it. So I see you in the next one, probably, hopefully. I hope so. Whatever. Thank you very much. Bye bye.